Knowing your direction and knowing exactly where you're going is real important, and it's really important if you're an autonomous car. Well, what happens when you hit trees or something like that that obliterates the GPS? Well, Sean, you guys have a solution for that. Why don't you tell us what this little thing is?
KVH is a manufacturer of fiber optic gyros. We hold a lot of patents, proprietary design on the open loop technology. But where it really plays into is the driverless car market, is the autonomous car market, the sensor fusion. A lot of folks are trying to do it with a minimalistic approach, very few sensors, low cost, but having a lot of problems. Struggling with different environmental conditions, tree canopies, urban environments. Where the inertial comes into play is in all of those times. So it's another sensor that can help you navigate very accurate, very precisely, with or without GPS availability, in poor environments where satellites may not be available. And it also supports the LiDAR technology, the radar technology. All of these come in together and to make the perfect solution. So the more you can have, the better off you're going to be. The inertial piece of it allows you to fill in gaps in between epochs of satellite communication. Like I said, under tree canopies, in urban environments where the buildings are very tall. These are very low noise, very low drift, very low scale factor. Where that comes into play in the inertial side is understanding which lane you're in when you're traveling. Understanding when you go into a rotary where you came out. So you need to know where you are all the time to know where you're going to go. And that's where the inertial piece comes in. That's where it plays. It's the perfect backup, the perfect secondary solution for these autonomous sensor fusion pieces that are out there.
What about from a cost perspective? Is it going to add a huge amount to the cost of a vehicle?
You know, from a cost perspective right now, autonomous cars are expensive. That's just a fact of life. They're using new technology, new products, new sensors, which all of will come down as we continue to all mature. The KVH itself right now, we're a medium price type of product. We have targets, we have goals. We're going to do what we can to get our costs down for the same type of product, same type of performance, because this is what they need. So we're going to get it down into an automotive grade dollar figure with automotive grade volumes. So we are working with a lot of customers right now. What we can do is get cost out, get our size down, and then also keep our performance where it is.
I would imagine, though, for things that are relatively high cost but high usage, maybe buses or maybe shuttles, where you have the utilization, perhaps they could prove in even sooner, huh?
Yeah, you're seeing it now. You're seeing some of the convoy technology that's going on with Volvo, with the U.S. Army, with the AMAS program. So you're starting to see the lead follow begin to evolve. They are using fiber optic technology in those types of solutions as well, because it is critical to understand where you are. And you're exactly right. I think like the buses you see transporting people at fields, things like that, those will be the starting points. I think that when you see the other bigger players like the Tier 1 manufacturers that are getting into the unmanned driverless car, that's down the road. I know everybody's talking about, very early their son will never need a driver's license, things of that nature, but it's coming. We'll all get there. It's going to be the acceptance of the people, the comfort zone, and then the technology, because it's got to be safe. So we're really focused on reliability, we're really focused on performance, and we're really focused on cost. So these are three items that we're going to drive to achieve in the coming years that'll help bring down the cost of the overall solution today.
And imagine, too, this data, like we heard from Danny Shapiro, it will go back into the system and create a smarter network that gets translated back to those vehicles, right?
And that's what you're seeing, is that they're teaching these cars. So you need to teach these cars, and there are many companies that are logging many, many miles and collecting every drop of data they possibly can, where you get into the processing power now. So now, remembering all of these things just like a human would, making the decision, understanding what's going on in the vehicle. And that's where, again, the inertial keeps on coming back in, because it is very precise, it is very accurate, and it's very key to understand your left and right turning, because that's the critical factor. You don't want to deviate into another lane, you don't want to come out of traffic into another lane, and that's where we focus on right now in terms of our level of performance.
Excellent. Well, Sean, I appreciate the update and informing us what these things do.
Thank you very much.